Good morning, everyone. Today's Tuesday, November the 27th, and this is the Futures in 5 market video. We are taking a look at the ES. Now, we've got a lot of stuff going on in the news, but this big motion is really what my market temperament note is talking about, the fade that came into here and this rise. That's a pretty big bounce. The problem is both of these edges are pre-market. And so what we're looking at is a pullback that should bounce. Here's price rejection areas. And if we approach it from above, we should bounce. So that's about 26.55.75. That ought to hold. If it doesn't, 26.43. That's the next price acceptance area. 26.42, 26.41, and further below, right? My supposition based on this moving average is, and a number of different things, is that we will bounce off of this zone and push into the regions. Here's the old resistance. We need to check this during the day. If today we punch up and we start holding these edges, but then we fade, which is what I expect, we need to cut and run. This is not a trending environment. I said yesterday, listen, look for choppy motion. This is a 4-hour chart. Wicks like this mean choppy motion. And we have to be prepared for that choppy motion all the way around. All the way around. All right, so taking a look at the NQ, it is trying to recover. It is looking at this forward motion event. This still is a flat moving average. However, I think we ought to really hold 66.24, certainly 66.10, because that's the point of control there for that motion. And so up in that region, pullbacks should be buy zones. Again, a very, very choppy and wicky environment, but deep fades into support should find buyers. The deepest fade I expect to see is probably around 65.70. That's this area right here with the price. The time price opportunity tool from MotiveWave shows that region right there on the edge. So we'll watch that as a deep fade that gives us price rejection. Otherwise, we'll be visiting the next price acceptance region, which is right around this zone. So we need to be fairly careful. My suspicion is that we should be able to hold the bounce after the fade. The problem is this is a naturally bearish market. And so what we should be looking at is, as I get into these spaces, can I short? And so as we lose the levels, we keep thinking about, let me get down to the next area of support below. That really is what we are looking at. Here, same thing for the YM, taking a look at all this support action that should be right around here. If it doesn't hold, folks, we are headed into the next area. And because we have a naturally bearish space with a flat moving average, and that is adaptive, so it is very important that it's flat, we could easily see these edges. Do not chase any longs. Wait for them to come into deep support, because most of us are trading the short action on the fade into the support areas. All right, so as we take a look at this region, should we get up and over 51.57? We should, right? And then that gives us our 51.71, 51.99, and so on and so forth. We are in a bit of a pickle here in terms of overall motion. And so again, deep fades should give us pullback action, but I certainly like this region on the pullback to be a bullish formation into resistance. That's all I'm looking for right there, into resistance. It's just not breaking down. Take a look at this. We are absolutely landlocked. Resistance and support, right? So we come into the support zone and we shoot for resistance ahead. We come into the resistance zone and we shoot for the support ahead. All of this into resistance. We've got a flat moving average. We've got our motion that is essentially sideways, landlocked in general. And so we should be coming into price rejection zones up above and price acceptance below. That's it for the futures in 5. Good luck trading today.